and welcome to Not a Tutorial, a series in which I'll show you some fairly decent looking Minecraft builds and kinda somewhat talk about how to build them, but it won't be a tutorial, so adjust your expectations accordingly. This is episode 1 and today we're gonna look at some coop designs for the new chicken variants. For those who don't know, we have new chickens! We have a warm variant that spawns naturally in warm biomes, and a cold variant that spawns naturally in the, well, cold biomes. Yay, logic. I don't know about you, but I think these deserve some fancy looking coops to celebrate their existence. So I built one for each of them.
Let's start with our hot-blooded brethren, shall we? Look at this cutie. This little coop only holds a space of 7 by 13, and I think it looks great. We use some red sandstone, along with some orange terracotta. Oopsie. Sorry, I'll fix. What was I saying? Yes, some red sandstone along with some orange terracotta and some acacia signs and trapdoors. We also have this beautiful little extra roof here, using some campfires and some oak trapdoors and some bamboo trapdoors to give our little friends here an outdoor space where they can roam around and be safe from the harsh sun of the biomes. You know, we're in hot biomes. The sun here is scorching. We also have this barrel here, which, ignore these, which collects some eggs here, passively. This is not a great farm, but it is a farm. I mean, how many eggs you're gonna need, right? You can always put some hoppers beneath it and connect it to a bigger storage somewhere else or somewhere close by, you know. I don't know why you would want that many eggs, but I'm not gonna ask. You do you, babe. Next up on our agenda, we have a little sort of a water throat? No, not a throat. That's a body part. I don't know what this is called, but a little place where they can drink their water because, again, it's a hot climate. It's just some trapdoors and some spruce stairs, nothing else. And last but not least, we have these lovely little feeding areas here. I love it, guys. I don't know what you think, but I think it brings so much sort of something interesting and lively into the build. Like this one, we know they don't drink water and they don't eat, but using your imagination to build your builds will always lead to a creative result, so go ahead, use your imagination. I love these and they're really easy to make. It's just some oak slabs. You can even waterlog it if you don't want the gray fans, if you want them alive and well colored. You put an item frame there, a seed of your choice, and then place your fan. Look at it, huh? What is this? Horn coral fan. I think it brings a little sort of a point of interest and it's a way to add some little color and mischief into your builds. Go ahead and do that. Why did I break that? I don't know. Before we check out the cold ones, let's talk about decorating a tiny bit. And for me, decoration entails a bit variation. So I used some brown concrete powder in the places that I thought would be shady, along with some coarse dirt, some regular dirt, and some rooted dirt to give it a bit more variation. And don't forget to bring the coarse dirt and what is this? The rooted one along the edges so it doesn't look like a tidy square or a rectangle. So all in all, this is our little coop for our warm chickens. What do you think? I think it's cute and I think it suits their lovely colors, huh? Would you build it in your own world? Would you not? Are you frustrated? Are you happy? Did you drink enough water today?
Welcome to the taiga. We're among spruce trees, some snow, and some lovely icebergs in the distance. And this is the design I cooked up for our cold variant chickens. What do you think? Once again, I took some inspiration from their colors. So apart from some dark oak and some spruce, we are using some light blue terracotta and some cyan terracotta for our design. And for our roof, I decided to use some cobbled deep slate. And if you take a look, our roof shape is a bit different than the other coop. You know why? Because we used our imagination. We're in a cold biome, so theoretically there's gonna be a lot of snowfall, and we don't want all those snow to sort of pile up on the roof and make some weight or leak some water inside. We want our snow to sort of slip away from the roof, and so we have a steep incline, as you see. And we have this, again, this outdoor area for our chickens, but it's a bit more secluded, it's a bit more safe. This design is also a bit bigger than its counterpart, and it sits on a 9x13 space. As you can see, our coops is a bit bigger too, because we're in a cold climate and there are gonna be some days with blizzards, there are gonna be some very, very cold days, and we want enough space for our chickies to stay inside and be warm. We also have this alternative way of collecting eggs, and as you can see, we have a double chest, so if you're crazy about eggs, here you go. We have some hoppers and we have some slabs on top of hoppers, and our chickens are on top of that slab, so whenever they poop out an egg, we collect it here. This is a dark oak and spruce heavy design, and I wanted to use them sort of interchangeably to give out a sort of weathered down effect. So maybe all of them were in the color of this, but with time and with weather, they weathered down and they had a slightly lighter color. If you don't like it, just only use dark oak or only use spruce. But if you ask me, and please ask me, I will tell you to use it in a different way, because I think it gives a little bit life to the build. Talking about decoration, we have these new firefly bushes and the regular bushes, and I think they suit the design perfectly. Here we also have some sweet berries, because they're found in this biome, and I think it would be a good pop of color. We also have this cute little window and these window shutters. Today it's a sunny day, so the shutters are open, so there can be a little air going in. It must sting in there. Look at them trying to escape from that sting. I know, babe. I know. Lastly, let's take a look at some details, shall we? Once again, we have this little watering hole here. But because this design is heavy on dark oak and spruce, I decided to use some oak stairs and some oak trapdoors. It gave a pop of color and it is easily recognizable. Once again, we have our feeding area. Again, it looks amazing. Few more details before we go. I decided to close this side up because not only it gives us some variation and it looks cool, it also protects the chickies from foxes, because not only they can jump up from here, and if you have some blocks over here, the foxes can jump over it too. So, some design choices and some lore choices. One last detail I wanted to show you was this half wall, or what I call a windbreak, using spruce trapdoors. As I said, we're using our imagination again, so we're in a cold climate, the winds are blowing, and some days the winds are too harsh, so we need sort of a half wall to act as a windbreak and give our chickies sort of a more comfortable environment when they're wandering outside, because although their coop is big, it might stick in there. People, think about it, lots of chickies all in same environment, pooping and farting, it will bring up some smell. So we want them to be able to roam freely in the outdoors without getting too cold. Oh, not today, Satan. So this is our final design for our cold chickens. What do you think, people? I think these little details here and there really bring up the build and give it some life. And I think the colors we picked not only matches these beautiful chickens with cool hairs, but also the grass color and the biome around it, because that was our intention. So all in all, this is it, people. This was the first episode of our series. If you're still here, oh my god, thank you! This was my first ever video, so I will be very happy if you could show me some love, show me some support. If not, it's okay as well. Stay tuned for the next episode where we go look at some pig stables and some cow stables. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.